From Vernon Arena in Morristown, New Jersey, Verizon Fios One Sports is proud to present New Jersey High School Hockey. Tonight, the Newton Lenape Valley Braves skate against the Vernon Township Vikings, with the winner taking home the Haas Cup for the first time in program history. And as we take a look at the bracket, we see that top-seeded Vernon advanced easily to the final off a 10-0 win, while Newton outlasted Parsippany Hills 5-4. Hello everyone, I'm Dan Long, joined alongside by my broadcast partner TJ Fiorillo, and we're so happy that you could join us. And TJ, we get a chance for the fourth time this year to see these two top teams of the Haas division go at it tonight for the Haas Championship.
Hasn't been a long time since these two teams have seen each other. February 4th, an 8-1 win for Vernon, but recency bias tells it's a 7-goal split, but you can't forget 2-2 tie early in the season and a 5-4 game, so those two games were tight. We'll see which game was the anomaly.
And with both teams having big-time chances at a championship tonight, they're going to be relying on the efforts of big-time players to bring home the cup. First, for Newton Lenape Valley, they're going to be looking at Andrew D'Alessandro to lead the way.
D'Alessandro tearing it up right now. He's got 15 goals, 14 assists on the season, already 8 points in the playoffs, and he's got 2 goals this year against Vernon so far.
And when you think about goal scoring in the Garden State, you have to think about Patrick Graham of Vernon. He is unstoppable on the ice.
51 tallies on the season. He leads the state, and it's not by a close margin. This kid is electric in the offensive zone. You got to keep an eye on him tonight.
We'll see who'll win their first Haas Cup in a couple of moments' time with the puck drops here on Verizon Fios One Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Vernon Arena, the site of the 2017 Haas Cup final between Newton Lenape Valley and the Vernon Vikings. And let's take a look at our goaltending matchup between both teams. First, for the Newton Lenape Valley Braves, they're going to be starting number 30, senior Ian Freericks, in net tonight. 236 saves for the senior netminder. And his counterpart on the other end will be for Vernon, number 40, Matt Bennett. 461 stops on the year, 92% save percentage. Now the two opposing head coaches. Ryan Sevian, the head coach for the Newton Lenape Valley Braves in his 9th season in charge of the program. And on the other bench, it's Ray Zimmerman, the head coach and founder of the Vernon Township Vikings hockey program in his 13th season at the helm. And now time for our Verizon Fios One Sports Keys to the Game.
For Newton Lenape Valley, they got to grind it out. This is a team that's dangerous if they hang around in games. We saw that earlier in the season. And then they got to play with a chip on their shoulder. They lost 8-1 at the beginning of the month on February 4th to this same Vernon team. They're going to want to come out and set the tone early. And for Vernon, they're going to want to do the exact same thing. They got to get out in front. They were up 5-1 on NLV earlier this month. And when they did so, that led them through the entire game. And then they got to find Patrick Graham, number 23 in white tonight. Keep an eye on him.
And these teams certainly know one another this year. This is the 4th meeting already this season. December 5th, the first game of the season, 2-2 tie. December 31st, the Sussex Cup Championship. And February 4th, Vernon winning an easy one, 8-1. So we will see who will win their first ever Haas Cup Championship here tonight. Both teams looking for that first trophy to be added to the trophy case. Vernon Township came up short in the final last year. Newton Lenape Valley looking for that big win here tonight. Look at our officials for tonight, Andy Weinstein and Chris Watt. And we are underway in the 2017 Haas Cup Championship here from Vernon Arena. Vernon, the home side, in their white. Lenape Valley in their maroon. They take the first shot as it curls around to the near side. Blocked away by Bennett, getting involved in the early goings of this one.
Number 1 and number 2 seeds in the Haas division going at it here. NLV coming out and setting the tone, getting the first shot on net, deflecting up and over the cage.
And despite that last meeting, TJ, they're really the only ones that have not been in awe of Vernon this year in the Haas division. They've played the Vikings the toughest out of any team.
Yeah, we talked about recency bias before the game started, and, you know, 8-1 the result on February 4th between these two squads, but the rest of the season we've had much tighter contests. I'm really excited to see how NLV responds. You get embarrassed 8-1, you come back and you want to hit the team in the mouth right away the next time you see them. We'll see if they can do so.
And they survived a tough one in the semifinals, that 5-4 win against Parsippany Hills, while it was coasting for Vernon in a 10-0 win themselves in the semis. So we'll see if that hard contest in the semifinals pays off for the Braves.
This Brave squad has found a knack to win close games.
As already Sevian got tripped up, no call on the play as it rotates around to the far side boards. Zellers trying to connect that pass as Ryan Vandenberg has it. Sevian backhands it behind the net. Now Vernon trying to clear it out of their own end. They chip it ahead and will. Vikings splitting the double team.
It's our first look at Graham. Well defended by the Braves.
And he has been the best goal scorer in all of New Jersey this year, number 23, Patrick Graham in white. And he has also, as he's done all season against every other team, bedeviled Newton Lenape Valley. 9 goals, 3 assists in the 3 previous matchups.
Crazy numbers, 4 points per game. It's just nuts.
As the puck gets deflected out of play and into the Newton bench, as Coach Sevian urging on that fast start for his team. They need that fast start, as it was all Vernon in the last matchup, as you alluded to. 5-1 advantage in the first period. It kind of was smooth sailing then for the rest of that game for the Vikings. Face-off 1. As Vernon is so potent offensively. 150 goals total on the year. They get a shot there, the first time that Freericks has been called on to make a stop. Good puck handling. Bokun gets the puck up. Now it's still loose in the air. Goes around to the far side boards. Still not out of the zone yet for NLV. Now they do get it out. This co-op program that won the 2015 Sussex Cup, trying to win their first ever Haas Cup, and a save made by Matt Bennett, and he'll freeze play. 12:42 left to go in the first, and it's been a good start, you'd have to say, for the Newton Lenape Valley Braves.
Some time in the offensive zone, well defensed in their defensive end, especially against Patrick Graham there on his first shift. That's going to be the formula for them.
Board work on the far side. Puck trickles out to the near side. Taken in by Driscoll, gets it out. Now a 2-on-2 opportunity. Good shot block made by the Braves. Sevian getting it up to Ryan Vandenberg. 21 points on the season for the junior. A hit delivered as Andrew D'Alessandro was trying to corral the puck to the near side. Now D'Alessandro with it in the far side wing.
We're getting a sampling early of what it's like to play in a fun atmosphere, and it goes in!
Unbelievable, the first goal of the game given to NLV as Newton strikes first off a weird carom that bounced into the back of the net. And they take an early 1-0 advantage.
Who else but Andrew D'Alessandro? He's the guy that we pointed out early in the game, forcing the pressure on the defensive end on the forecheck. Shot gets through and squirts through Bennett. It's NLV. The Braves score first.
Just what the doctor ordered for them. 1-0 lead on Vernon, who have not been used to trailing really at all this season. 21-2-2 overall on the year for this Vikings side. But you have to say that NLV has been the better team in the early goings of this one, and their hard work has paid off there.
So far, so good. Very important now to weather the storm.
Now looking for a response of their own. Vernon getting a couple of deflections in tight. Freericks strong in that far pipe. Now the Braves trying to go down the other way. Intercepted. There's the dangerous Patrick Graham, number 23, trying to get around a defender. Puck will go behind the net. This goes over to the near side. Liam Cherry gets credited with the assist. And now the other way. Here's Vernon with the shot, whistling wide to the near side. They'll keep it in, keep the pressure going. NLV doing a good job of getting it just over the blue line and out of their zone. 10:55 left to go here in the first. 1-0 the lead for Newton Lenape Valley. 13-7-4 on the season. 0-2-1 in their previous 3 matchups against this Vernon side. But still with a chance to get the Haas Cup with a win here tonight.
Vernon 21-2-2 on the season coming into the game tonight. This is a squad that's not used to playing from behind.
Now they'll try to settle things down. They had the pressure put on immediately after surrendering the goal. Trying to keep it going here. Behind the glass, behind the boards here. And now a player tripped step, and it's going to be a penalty upcoming against Newton Lenape Valley. It's going to be the first penalty of the night for either side. And an opportunity here for Vernon to go right back and tie this game with a power play advantage, as that play was just behind the net.
Number 3, Todd Zellers, the guilty party there, signaled for a trip. And we'll have a 2-minute man advantage for Vernon here. See if they can capitalize.
This Coach Zimmerman's squad now will have the power play opportunity. 10:17 left to go in the first. They're trailing 1-0. Trying to work a 2-on-1 along the boards on the far side. And good pressure displayed by NLV to get it out of the zone. Graham comes right back in, but they're whistling him for offsides as he tried to tiptoe the line and get that odd man advantage. Just a little too late. 1:41 still left on the Vernon power play. 9:58 left to go here in the first period. 2017 Haas Cup Championship from Menin Arena. Vernon will have to track it down all the way deep in their own end and trigger the break the other way. Cole Brennan had left it behind. Now, Ellinger. Behind the net it goes to Bruce. The senior with 42 points on the season, and getting a piece of that one before it trickles out of play was Ian Freericks. And he's been active in the early goings here, TJ.
Good puck movement around the perimeter here from Vernon. They get it over their go-to guy. Takes the shot. Freericks gets a piece of it with the glove hand. Deflects it up out of play.
Offensive zone face-off won by Vernon. They'll tip it down, and actually got deflected in front of the net by Sam Miller, the defenseman for NLV. They dump it out the zone and all the way down the other way, where Vernon will have to recollect. Just over 50 seconds left to go in their first power play of the night. They trail 1-0 here in the first period. Good stick work leads to the opportunity in front. Just getting that out of harm's way was NLV. Backhand clearing attempt is stopped at the blue line. Vernon fires a rocket from outside. The net knocked off its moorings. And that should whistle a stoppage of play, but another opportunity for Vernon and another defensive stop for Freericks and company.
Big blast from the point there from Vernon, but NLV doing a good job of clearing the porch out in front of their keeper, Freericks. Getting that puck out of harm's way. Comes out to the point here to Vernon. Bombs away, but Freericks with the stop, and they clean up in front.
A shot was taken by Jack Bokun, and he was stopped by Freericks. Still 20 seconds on the power play, and another save made by Freericks, who was a late-time decision on who was going to be starting this game, either him or Taylor Zink. And Freericks paying off for his coach right now in this coaching decision.
He's answered the bell so far. Vernon doing a good job to get inside the box, get a shot on net.
Another offensive zone face-off won by Vernon. They tried to string together a couple of passes, though, and it was intercepted by the Braves. Newton Lenape Valley leading 1-0. Now an opportunity as Vernon looking for a stuffing attempt. Can't find it. The penalty has been killed, but another penalty is upcoming. It's going to be a cross-checking call. So just after NLV had killed off the first penalty of the game, almost instantly after that penalty was killed, they're going back into the sin bin.
And that one's Ryan Wanamaker this time, and Lenape will go down again a man short for the next couple of minutes, barring a goal.
That was an opportunity out in front there that eventually led to the penalty. Almost back-to-back power play opportunities here for Vernon. They trail 1-0. They're trying to find the equalizer. Slap shot. The save by Freericks. The momentum bringing him backwards, but doing his darndest to keep it from going past the goal line and making another big save.
Another big blast there by Vernon. Freericks squeezes, almost knocks him over. Tells you what kind of heat was on that one.
And once again, Newton Lenape Valley will dump it down the other way, where Vernon will have to recollect. 7:45 left to go in the opening period of the 2017 Haas Cup. And it's the 2-seeded Newton Lenape Valley Braves with a 1-0 lead. When you talk about goals, you have to mention this man, Graham, as he gets bodied up in the corner. Met alongside by Zellers. Another shot in tight. Now opening, but just caroms past a would-be goal scorer in the front of the crease. Now trying to attack shorthanded and in transition was NLV.
Well defensed there by Lenape.
Once again, they'll be bodied up, but they'll be happy to just send it down the other way. As that time it was Kyle Vandenberg.
Big contact behind the cage too by Vandenberg.
Now curling around to the near side, attacking the post. And once again, the moorings, the net comes off its moorings, so that will immediately signal a stoppage of play despite the onslaught and the attack by Bakun.
You can see why Vernon is putting up 6 goals per game. They're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at the keeper, Freericks. So far, he's been up to it though. Looking good so far for Freericks.
47 seconds still remaining on the second power play of the evening for Vernon Township. As Newton Lenape Valley trying to clear around to the far side. They do get it out of their zone as they try to do away with their second penalty of this first period. Advancing up the ice again is Bakun. His pass just a little too wide, and that allows another clear down by the Braves. 6:25 left to go in the first, 1-0 lead for Newton Lenape Valley. And once again, quickly out of the zone. And Vernon having all sorts of trouble, TJ, and just setting up in the offensive zone now.
It's the first pass to the neutral zone. It's been off target a few times on this power play. They're turning the puck over, and now they get a zone entry here.
Once again, Newton Lenape Valley able to kill off a penalty here in the first period. They have to stay out of the penalty box in hopes of pulling off this upset and winning the Haas Cup. They've survived the first 2 opportunities given to this high-scoring Vernon side. Vikings dump it in. They'll pursue after it, with Zellers, the defenseman, getting it out of his zone, trying to connect with a pass in the middle of the ice. Icing waved off. Vernon goes to collect with 5:30 left to go in the first period.
Vernon with the better of the chances so far, 7-3, but the 2 power plays playing a factor in that. We've been pretty evenly matched so far.
Once again, Vernon trying to string together a couple of passes just outside the blue line. A couple of big hits.
That was Joe Castelluccia.
One of the captains for this NLV side. And now a big shot from distance, easily handled by Freericks, who's been solid in the early goings. 5:02 left to go in the first. Still a 1-0 lead for NLV. As we take a look at head coach Ray Zimmerman in his 13th season. Led Vernon to the 2016 Sussex Cup in an overtime victory against the same Newton Lenape Valley side. First time that they won the Sussex Cup since 2006. A banner season to say the least for Vernon, but they want to cap it off with the Haas Cup. In tight, trying to feed the crease. Finds a way to curl out in front. Still in the zone though, as Lochran was keeping it in. And now NLV clears it out to mid-ice. Now it looks like we'll have our first penalty of the game against Vernon. And the first opportunity for NLV to go on the power play.
Good hustle play here by Kyle Vandenberg, forcing the penalty in the neutral zone. Initiates the contact, tries to fight through it. Gets the stick infraction.
4:32 left to go in this first period. First opportunity for NLV to go on the power play. They already lead 1-0. Love to double that advantage in the final moments of this first period. They keep it in the zone as Vernon tries to clear. Good work there on the near side boards by Bokun to get it out to space. Zellers. Good skating there, sent his defender down after losing an edge.
We call skaters like that slippery ones.
Are you speaking from your own experience? Were you a slippery one? Or
no, I was not. I was the one falling.
As Lenape Valley now still trying to set it up, really having any opportunities so far in this power play in the offensive zone. 1:15 left to go in the power play, and Vernon looking for the break the other way, and Graham fell down to the ice, but he is always so dangerous with those breakaway opportunities, and a pair of Vernon players collide on the far side. Everybody seems to be okay as they get to their feet, and actually allows them the opportunity to clear it down and waste more valuable time on this power play for NLV. 50 seconds left to go in the power play. Braves dump it in along the near side. Jarring hit delivered behind the cage. Now it gets it out to the point.
And they're set up.
Working along, D'Alessandro fed it out in front. I don't know if that was trying to be a shot or a pass, but it was trying to force something in front. Puck caroms all the way down to Freericks, and he'll pounce on it to prevent Jason Bruce from advancing even closer to tying the game up.
Another look here. Freericks coming out, putting the trapper on top of the puck, keeping it out of harm's way. They'll take the defensive zone face-off with 25 seconds remaining on the man advantage.
Face-off won by Vernon. Graham just left the puck a little behind him as he was trying to uncork the shot from the far wing. NLV is whistled for offsides as they were trying to counter the rush the other way. As we look at Tyler Sevian, the coach's son. 2:44 left to go in the first and 13 seconds remaining on the penalty to Vernon.
And it's been more than evident a lot of attention is going to Patrick Graham. They're all over him right now. He's trying to get some free space and they're all over him.
Dump in, and now the penalty has been killed, so both sides have been efficient in their penalty kill opportunities. Vernon 1 for 1, Newton Lenape Valley 2 for 2. Good work along the near side by D'Alessandro, but he gets stood up on the play. Good defensive effort by Cole Brennan, number 17 of Vernon. Trying to find a long pass on the other side, but it goes a little too far and will result in icing. Face-off upcoming down on the other side of the rink. So it looks again, TJ, that it's that game plan for Vernon. They're the high-scoring bunch. They're always going to be trying to be extra aggressive, especially in their passing. And Newton Lenape Valley has been staunch in their defensive work.
9 shots thus far. NLV is doing a good job applying pressure on the penalty kill. They're 2 for 2 so far on the kill. And they have the lone tally. They've been efficient. 4 shots, 1 goal. Freericks on the other end has been solid.
Face-off one, collected by Vernon. 11-7 advantage for the Vikings. We're trying to find that open puck right in front of the net. A couple of opportunities there. Bokun was blocked, trying to get that shot away. He curls around, takes the shot. Don't know if Freericks got a piece of that one. It's still loose, and possession still favors Vernon as they're trying to knot the score up at 1-1, the tail end of this first period of play. Once again, doing an exceptional job of tiptoeing the blue line and keeping it in the offensive zone was Bokun. Now, a wrister by Bokun. Shouldered down by Freericks, who then will glove that shot opportunity. And it's been an active early going for Freericks, but he has stood tall in net.
He's been sharp. 12 saves thus far on 12 shots for Vernon. But if NLV wants to keep that lead, they need to get those 50-50 pucks around the blue line out of the zone. Too many turnovers at their defensive blue line.
Bruce trying to win the faceoff back for Vernon. He'll get it out in front. Skips through. Graham tracks it down. Still can't get past his defender. Now NLV with a counter. Curling around the net. Over to the near side. Now to the point. Finding traffic in the high crease. Turnaround shot no good as Vandenberg was sent down to the deck. Patrick Graham, 51 goals on the season, number 23 in white. Still haven't had an opportunity to unleash a couple of shots. There's a curl around attempt. Now another shot and a save blocked down by Freericks. Goes over to the near corner. Backhanded pass. He's trying to connect with Loughran. He settles it down. 20 seconds left to go in the first period. NLV trying to hold on for a 1-0 lead after this first period. They're trying to extend it here. Potential break. And a backhand attempt. Bennett might have gotten a piece of it.
Good aggression by Bennett there to come out, get a piece of it with the stick. Keep this game 1-0.
That would have been an unbelievable turn of events as Vernon certainly had NLV on its heels at the tail end of that first period. But they had an opportunity to maybe double up their advantage, but it was Bennett and company keeping them off the board for the second time. But after the first period of action, it's Newton Lenape Valley leading the top-seeded Vernon Township Vikings by a score of 1-0 as you're watching the 2017 Haas Cup Final on Verizon Fios 1 Sports. Moments away from the resumption of the second period as fans having some fun here at the Haas Cup Final at Menon Arena. And let's take a look back at the exciting first period of action with Newton Lenape Valley racing out to an early lead.
Doing a good job on the perimeter there. Freericks with the save on Graham, and then this was Kipalewski. Freericks again squeezing, no rebounds. Take a look at NLV just clearing the porch here, doing a good job in front of the net, finding pucks, getting it out. And then here's their tally. Shot from the point, D'Alessandro with the tip. He certainly celebrated like it was his. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Good period though for NLV, and this was a rush towards the end of the period. They could have made it 2-0, that close, but the save by Matt Bennett kept it 1-0.
And we'll take a look at our stats of the first period of play. One jumps out on the screen there.
Absolutely, it's shots on goal. Vernon with 13, a couple of power plays, but NLV doing a good job on the PK so far. 2 for 2 on the kill. 3 hits. Vernon with 1. Vernon with the edge on face-offs. So we'll see. Vernon, we mentioned earlier in the game, not a team that comes from behind all that much, not a team that plays from behind, I should say. Freericks is going to have a tall task here to hold on to this 1-0 lead.
Look at how the season's gone by for these Newton Lenape Valley Braves. 13-7-4 overall record. Started off hot, 8-1-1 in their first 10. Scoring just under 4 goals a game. Stingy at 2.4 goals allowed, and they're looking to preserve this lead. Like you mentioned, TJ, they're going back to their tried and true method of playing hard-nosed defense against this high-scoring Vernon attack. And we're underway for the second period of play. From Menon Arena, the site of the 2017 Haas Cup Championship game. Dan Long, TJ Fiorillo, so happy that you could join us here on Verizon Fios 1 Sports. Vernon in their home white, Newton Lenape Valley in their road maroon. Trying to get it out of their own end is Vernon. They have had the better of the shot opportunities, but not too many dangerous ones out in front of Freericks. NLV struck early on in the first period and then was kind of playing more of a defensive style and preserving that lead. Now trying to centering the pass out in front. Vandenberg falls down to the ice as he was attempting the shot. Sevian fell down behind the net as he was trying to be the feeder from behind. Okun loses control of the puck. Now a shot rocketed in on Freericks, makes another stop. Good jarring hit. Leads to transition the other way. An opportunity for Vernon. The wrister stopped by Freericks. And a whistle comes as a couple players are getting up off the ice.
Some physical play early. Big contact there from the Vernon player. Leads to the opportunity and the eventual save by Freericks.
TJ Santata, number 18, who was just on your screen, was the one who had that prime goal-scoring opportunity. But Freerick stood tall again. 15 saves so far for Freericks. 13:45 left to go here in the second. Another opportunity, and that one rings off the pipe. That was a quick wrister from who else? But number 23, Patrick Graham, who nearly got his 52nd goal of the season. That time getting a piece of it with his glove was Freericks on the wrister. It looks like TJ Vernon really starting to step it up in the offensive end.
Yeah, you had to expect this counter push here. They go into the locker room after one period. They hear it from their head coach.
But NLV forcing the turnover there and getting a soft wrister on net, but there's Freericks, who again, fans, we didn't know who was going to be the starter in goal just moments prior to the start of the contest.
Another look at that shot off the pipe. Bombs away there.
Face off, one back to Bennett. He had to control it before it goes down the other way. There's going to be another icing upcoming against the Vernon Township Vikings with another offensive zone face-off going down the other way for NLV.
Part of the formula for NLV is going to be keeping Vernon out of that danger zone territory. They got a little lucky there from the pipe. In hoops, we call that iron unkind. Goes to NLV's benefit there.
As we looked at Ryan Sevian, 9th year in charge of the NLV program. They know they have the confidence despite their last matchup going in a lopsided fashion towards Vernon. They play nip and tuck affairs all the time with Vernon this year, a 2-2 tie, and also a 5-4 overtime defeat in the Sussex Cup Championship. That first goal certainly doing wonders, and now trying to respond with some hard work of their own here in the start of the second. The Vikings going down the other way. Along the far side, Santata going back and forth. NLV will take it and try to hit on that home run pass. No icing on the play. As was Liam Cherry. And a shot from the point. Trickles wide to the near side. Graham hesitates on the slap shot. Goes behind the net and over to the far side. 12:10 left to go in the second period of play. Still a 1-0 lead for Newton Lenape Valley. But there's the tying goal. Patrick Graham scores his 52nd goal of the season. And it's deadlocked us at 1-1 here in the Haas Cup final.
And you had to think it was just a matter of time before Graham broke through. He's had a boatload of chances early on in this contest, and he finally gets his first with 12:03 remaining in the second period. Look at the speed through the neutral zone. Graham gets his feet moving, chops into the zone, takes the shot, and beats Freerick between the arm and the pad for his 52nd of the season, and that one ties things up at 1 apiece.
You see why he's the most prolific goal scorer in all of New Jersey this season, as it did not take him much time to get his 52nd goal of the year. NLV trying to respond immediately off the face-off win. A shot in on Bennett. Skewers that one away. And now it's tied up at 1-1. And we'll see if this explosive offense is triggered and ready to fire on all cylinders here in the second period for Vernon. A jarring hit leads to a turnover, but Vernon wins it right back and possession the other way. Trying to find Bruce. Vikings looking for their first lead, and the pass deflected out right in front of Freericks. Now intercepted again. Here comes Vernon going down the other way. And almost deflected in off of the goalie's pads.
Took a hop off of an NLV player's skate. Gave Freerick some trouble in his skates.
Bocoon tried to win it back. Good play by Bruce. But one out of play by Sam Miller. A collision at center ice. As Shamble fell down for Vernon. Good poke check by Bocoon. As the puck is loose along the far side boards, trickles out to the high slot. Nice move by Newton Lenape Valley. Just poked out of harm's way at the last moment. The Braves now putting on the pressure in the offensive end, forcing Vernon to make a couple of defensive stops in front. Here's another good deke move, and could not split the double team was Liam Cherry. Backhanded out of the zone by Vernon as the puck goes down the other way. So a good response here after allowing that tying goal. NLV has been up to the task here. And a soft roller is gloved down by Ian Freerichs.
The pushback we were expecting. Some flash here, though, from Ryan Wanamaker. Gets in, can't get a shot. Nice poke check there by Matt Bennett. Keep this one knotted at 1.
10 minutes left to go in the second. Vernon has scored the tying goal here in the second stanza. We are deadlocked at 1-1 in the 2017 Haas Cup Championship game. The 4th meeting of the year between these two sides. Vernon 2-0-1 against Newton Lenape Valley. First 2 games were very, very close, and it's shaping up like it's going to be another nail-biter. Puck travels down all the other way. Will be an icing upcoming and an offensive zone face-off coming up for Vernon Township. And a look at head coach Ryan Sevian. We'll see what adjustments he's going to have to make, because it looks like Graham is starting to really put his impact on this game. Face-off won back by the Braves. Good pressure, and the double team comes, pinning the player up against the boards. Trying to get the puck free in the offensive end is Vernon. Karam's out to the point. Shot taken. Knocked down before it got to Freerichs. And lofted into the Vernon student section that is assembled here at Menon Arena. And
souvenir for a lucky fan.
Very lucky fan, and of course he's wearing a Patrick Graham jersey.
What's he doing in the stands?
Number 23 having a big period on and off the ice. As the recipient gets that loose puck. 9:09 left to go here in the second. 1-1 the score.
Nice catch there. That vulcanized rubber is not easy to snag with the bare hands.
Graham back on the ice to the near side wing. Mishit on that shot from the point. As Kibalewski was trying to uncork that one. Saw how heavy his shot was in the first period. Another shot, good sliding save made by Bennett. That'll stop things here as he had 10 saves and a shutout in the semifinal victory for Vernon Township. And
good pressure there again.
D'Alessandro, haven't really heard his name that much in the early goings.
Since he scored the goal, yeah, but Bennett gets across and makes the chest save, squeezes with the glove.
Worked around the board to the far side. Numbers back for NLV. Working along the boards. Backhanded out. Sevian trying to connect on that pass. Now D'Alessandro coming in. Gets knocked down from behind. No penalty. Now an opportunity in front. Bennett makes 2 amazing saves. Robbing Newton Lenape Valley twice in front. A big play there, TJ, by Matt Bennett, as it looks like the Braves were inches away from reclaiming the lead.
Huge flurry there by Bennett. He stands tall.
NLV still trying to attack. D'Alessandro, cross-ice pass. Trying to connect with Vandenberg. Over to the near side it goes. But the pass can't connect with Todd Zellers. It goes out of the zone. They'll dump it right back in. 7:45 left to go in the second. 1-1 the score. Last couple of moments dominated by Newton Lenape Valley. But Matt Bennett, the goalie, the senior goalie for Vernon, big time stops in front to make it still a 1-1 game. Now a wrister that might have been going wide, but Freerichs loving that one down as a signal of stoppage of play.
Pinching defenseman D'Alessandro gets in behind, knocked to his backside there, but gets the puck out in front. Matt Bennett says, "Get on my back, boys." Makes a couple huge saves in the slot.
Unbelievable, robbing Sevian at first. Then Vandenberg for the second time as well. And that's got to be a lift off also for this Vernon side. That they know they could play big-time offense and have gotten on the board in the second period, but now to see your senior netminder pick you up, that's got to pay dividends for Ray Zimmerman's club.
Certainly. There's definitely been a more of a jump in Vernon's step so far this period. And for NLV, you just have to counter that by nullifying them in the neutral zone. You can't let them get speed. We saw it already on the lone tally that they had. Graham skating through 4 defenders before putting it past Freericks. That can't happen if you're NLV.
Face-off won by NLV out of their zone to center ice. Bouncing it off the boards, just got out. Quintana tried to cross over, but is ruled to have done it offsides. They'll stop play with 6:59 left to go in the second. Both teams had to kill off penalties in the first period, and that kind of ruined the flow of the period. This one has a much higher, fast tempo to this second period.
Both teams appearing to settle in at this point. A little bit of jump, like I said, in Vernon's step, but that goes as well for Newton Lenape. They've been quick.
Here comes Graham. Left the puck behind a little bit. It's still loose in the zone, though, for Vernon. So Graham now with 10 goals this season against Newton Lenape Valley alone. A shot deflected over into the far side corner. Knocking it down, Thomas Rowan. Puck still loose, being kicked ahead by the defense. Here comes Graham, just tried to make his cut in front of the net, but left the puck behind. And now NLV finally gets it out of the zone. Will trickle down the other way, but no icing as that's waved off. Tape-to-tape pass connects with Graham once again. So dangerous in the open ice. Good help defense there for Newton Lenape Valley.
That's the game plan. Every time Graham gets the puck, 2 men on him.
And fight for the loose puck. Was sent down the other way, handled by Bennett out of his crease. Vernon with a lone goal here in the second. That's tied us up at 1-1 in the Haas Cup Championship. These two teams were the top 2 teams in the regular season in the Haas division. Vernon the 1 seed, Newton Lenape Valley the 2. That looks like it should have been an offsides call, not called by the official. Now it's a delay
here,
as it was caromed in on Freericks. Good puck possession there, but that should lead to icing down the other way for Vernon. So an offensive zone faceoff upcoming for Newton Lenape Valley.
Just over 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Big opportunity for each of these clubs to try and see some momentum going into the third period. We won't have the ice cut here, so we're going to take this momentum straight into the third period, which is where you make your money.
Face off. One backwards by Vernon. Kibiluski trying to clear the puck up the far side boards. Good stick work, but each time Newton doing a great job of pinning it against the boards. Keep it in the zone. Good physical play there to get it out of their zone. And Vernon now going down the other way. Vandenberg takes the high wrister as he is level down to the ice. As Kyle Vandenberg was looking for his 10th goal of the season. 2-on-2 opportunity now for Vernon, with one of the 2 players being number 23. Graham bodied up straight into the boards. Deemed to be clean as 2 Vernon players are down on the ice. But the puck stays in. Bokun now loses possession. And Zellers will get it out of the zone. Coming up on 4 minutes left to go in the second. NLV trying to get the lead right back. Good save of the near post by Matt Bennett. Goes over to the far corner. And Vernon trying again, TJ. That long pass. Icing waved off, though, but it looks, again, like that's their game plan all season long.
Stretch pass.
Now, deflected out to the point. A shot deflected inside as it bounced down. Saved by Freericks. And now a late hit behind the play is going to be a penalty against Vernon. It's going to be their second penalty of the game. And another opportunity for Newton Lenape Valley to capitalize on the man advantage.
And that was Patrick Graham in the corner, came up high. It's called for the rough. You'll see he gets his hands up here. And sometimes it's the finish that they see. He did finish high there, knocking the NLV player to the ice.
NLV 0 for 1 on their previous power play opportunity. Only one shot on goal in that opportunity. They led 1-0. Patrick Graham's goal tied us up at 1-1 here in the early stages of the second. Now, just missing wide with a shot from the point. Mishit a bit by Vernon, but enough to get it out of the zone. NLV will have to recollect.
Number 23, Patrick Graham.
Sevian
2 minutes for rushing.
drops it off.
23, 2 minutes for roughing.
Cherry, you had the assist on the goal by D'Alessandro in the first. Controlling the puck over to the far side. Now up top, straight away. Shot knocked down by a defender in front, and a good dump down by Vernon, killing off some more time.
Good work to sell out there by Vernon. Give up the body, block the shot, leads to the easy clear.
Long pass, drop backwards, but it's going to be a delayed offsides. Newton Lenape Valley has to get back onsides. Puck left behind. That's center ice. Under a minute left to go in the man advantage. Now in the near wing, Vandenberg. Knocked down by Bennett. Another shot, just missed the glove side. Karams over to the near side. Kyle Vandenberg to Cherry. Back to Vandenberg. Trying to get it deflected in front. Karams over to the far side wing. Still loose in the top of the slot. And just keeping it inside before it would go out of the zone was NLV. But then Vernon finally dumps it out of harm's way. 20 seconds left to go in Graham's penalty.
I'd like to see NLV fire away. Their point men are open on the power play. They're not letting it go. They're trying to work it to the wings.
Bodied up play in the near side corner.
Watch Graham out of the box here.
With 5 seconds left to go in the minor. And now a whistle will stop play as Graham's penalty is over. He's been released. And now both teams are 0 for 2 on the power play opportunities. And like you said, TJ, not that many opportunities to unleash the shot from the point.
As a former defenseman, I see defensemen on the blue line with their feet just a few steps in. Oh, I want to let that go. Wind up, let her go. Hit something in front, get a bounce. Maybe one of your forwards can bury it in the slot.
1:28 left to go here in the second. Tied at 1-1. Now a break opportunity as Graham tries to race it down, but it evades his grasp and will result in an icing. But again, dangerous couple of seconds there. If you're Newton Lenape Valley, you're certainly holding your collective breath as you see number 23 streaking down all by his lonesome. Back to the face-off dot we go, and a face-off one backwards by Santeta. Good charge up the ice by Bokun, but he gets it poked away. A shot, a hard one from distance. Casaluccio, the captains, the senior, looking for his 4th goal of the year for Newton Lenape Valley on that one. Handled by Bennett. And Tata leaves it back. A high shot, blocked down and stopped by Ian Freericks.
Really the first quality opportunity we've seen as these teams kind of skate to a bit of a stalemate through the middle of the second period. Ever since the Graham goal, we've seen the offenses kind of shut down a little bit. One big flurry of saves by Matt Bennett, but other than that, NLV trying to kind of close the gap on the shot total. It's 21-14 right now in favor of Vernon as they're in the offensive zone.
Trying to chase after the loose puck on the near side. Vernon keeps it in. They work it around behind. Santeta looking for a couple options. Back to the point. Hard pass, takes a weird carom off the boards. Led to an opportunity in front there for Jason Bruce. Freericks with 21 saves so far in this game. No call with a lot of protesting going on in the stands with a stick loose on the ice. 3 seconds left to go. Graham, can he beat the buzzer? Takes the shot and a save made by Freerichs. Robbing Graham of what would have been his second goal of the game and potentially Vernon's first lead of the contest. A little pushing and shoving at the end of that period, but a big save there by Freerichs, keeping this a 1-1 game as we will head to the third period of action in an exciting 2017 Haas Cup final. Newton Lenape Valley led 1-0 after the first period, only to see Vernon come back with their leading score and the leading scorer in the Garden State, tying us up at 1-1. Stick around for much more coverage here of the Haas Cup Championship on Verizon Fios One Sports. Welcome back to Menin Arena, where we're moments away from the start of the third period of play of a great contest here for the Haas Cup Championship. Vernon and Newton Lenape Valley tied at 1 goal apiece. Let's see how that second period went by here. Fantastic match so far between the two top teams in the Haas Cup. Look at the move here by Wanamaker, but Matt Bennett there to make the save, and then D'Alessandro getting behind the defense. Great play to come back and get it by Eric Lochran. He swaggers it out in front. 1 save, 2 saves by Matt Bennett. That kept things tied at 1 at the time. Bennett with a good period. He made 9 saves. And then we finally saw Patrick Graham shake free, hit the post there, but then he got loose. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 NLV defenders, all of them in the frame, and then he beats the keeper. Ovechkin-like, as my partner Dan said. And then this was at the end of the period. Making the save there was NLV to keep this game at 1-1. As we are underway in the start of the third period, winner of the 2017 Haas Cup will emerge from this one. Right now we are deadlocked at 1-1. Dan Long, TJ Fiorillo, so happy that you could join us here from Menin Arena in this exciting showdown between the two top teams in the regular season, and they're performing like it here in the championship. We'll see if the opportunities present themselves in the early goings here for D'Alessandro. He twists and turned. Puck left behind, goes down the other way. And that will lead to an eventual icing and an offensive zone opportunity upcoming for NLV as we look at Ray Zimmerman and the Vernon Vikings, who have been having a monumental season, a historic one to say the least. 21-2-2, Sussex Cup champions, first time since 2006. 6 goals a game on average. Unbelievably prolific team, 150 total goals coming into this one. But they've only managed to produce 1 goal here. That's tied us up at 1-1. And what do you think in terms of the tone of this game, TJ, we're going to expect to see here in the third as a prime opportunity presented itself for Sevian?
We talked in between periods about how NLV's done a good job establishing pressure on the forecheck. They got to keep doing that, and for Vernon, they're going to want to keep flying through the neutral zone.
Bruce kept the puck inside. That shot whistles wide to the near side. Jason Bruce, blind pass, left out in front, backhanded attempt, nice scrolling, diving play by Kyle Vandenberg. Stopping that scoring opportunity in front for Vernon.
That's what playoff hockey's all about. Give up the body, dive if you have to, just don't let it get in your net.
Long pass down the other way. Todd Zellers, the junior defenseman, skates it out to space. Losing an edge there was Vernon. Still with Graham tracking the puck down. He now has it. Rister blocked down. And a big stop there by the defenseman for NLV. Graham skating in after it again. Going into that corner as Tyler Wilson, number 23, tried to send it down. Now a break opportunity for the Braves. Just a little too far for Castelluccio. Good play there by Vernon and Jack Bacune. Long pass tipped into the zone. Graham still on this shift. Very long shift for the leading scorer in the state. And now trickling out to center ice. 1-1 the score here in the third period. Vernon looking for their first lead. Another big save by Ian Freericks. But kept in the zone by Kibilewski. Still fighting for it. Now still behind the net. Vernon, TJ, with great sustained possession here in the offensive end.
Doing a good job here of working the puck on the cycle. Out to the point now.
Low lining shot. Blockered away into the far corner by Freericks. But still not out. Pass in front, knocked down. Bruce bodied up with it into the corner. The puck is still loose, and you have to think also at this point, because they haven't been able to change, those Newton players are exhausted in front, especially on defense.
A whistle. A whistle or an ice.
And now, mercifully, they do get it out of the zone, and that will give them the chance to change it up on the fly. Tipped in again, and a smart move there by Freericks of just icing the puck.
The Braves will be content there to slow it down, but we talked about it. The zone entry is going to be so important here for Vernon. You saw them pick up speed through the neutral zone once more, in over the line, and letting it rip there is Jack Boken. Freericks making his first big save of the period.
Face-off won by Vernon. Pinching in on that play was Loughran. Karams over to the far side, and now NLV will try to get some sustained pressure of their own in the offensive end. But quickly, Vernon manages to get it out of their end. Here's an opportunity for the Vikings. A shot. Karams in on Freericks. Handles that pressure. Still alive in the near side. High shot. And now NLV getting it out. And another good opportunity, this time a 2-on-1 developing for Vernon. And that last time down, TJ. Here's an opportunity for NLV. They take it to the near stick side. Bennett makes the stop. Puck left behind. So both teams now starting to be a little more aggressive on offense. Going down that far side. Keeping possession is Brennan. Bodied up against the glass. In the near side corner. Most of the play has been stuck in this side of the ice here in the third period. Now another shot and another save made by Freericks, robbing Patrick Graham of the go-ahead goal. 9:41 left to go here in the third, and a great opportunity there, TJ, for
just the guy
lead.
Who you want the puck on his stick. Freericks gets a save. It may have deflected in on him. And then a little extra shot here for Graham.
27 saves for Ian Freericks. Another save on the backhanded shot. 5-2 advantage in the third period in the shot department for Vernon. They have never led in this game. It was 1-0 lead for Newton Lenape Valley in the first period. Graham's goal tied us up at 1-1, which is where we stand right now, with 9:20 left to go here in the third. And that man has certainly been a big storyline of this game, Matt Bennett, who stood on his head in the second period to keep this tied at 1-1.
Absolutely huge effort for Bennett in the second period.
Here's a long pass that almost connected with its bounce off of the boards, and a little snow job there by Graham on Freericks at the tail end of that play.
Looked like he missed him with the snow shower there.
And Graham certainly had the rough stuff given to him at the tail end of the second period, where he nearly scored that second goal to beat the buzzer. Vernon wins the faceoff, trying to split the defenders in front. Karams out. Here's a shot opportunity. Blocked down. Bevy of players in front of the goal mouth. Now NLV clears it out. Sevian trying to do it all himself. Bennett didn't get all of it on his clearing attempt. D'Alessandro keeps it along the near side boards. allows NLV to dump it in. Now Vernon looking to clear, but did not get it in the zone in time. It will be an icing going up against Vernon with 8:37 left to go here in the third. Under Coach Sevian, you got exactly what you were hoping. You have your team well in position to make a run here in the third period, tied at 1-all.
Talk about it pregame. If you can hang around, you always have a chance to win in hockey. A bounce goes your way, puck goes into the net, and you're on the victorious side. But you got to be in the game to win it, and they are in it right now.
This time it goes all the way down, again with the pressure being put on by Loughran. That leads to the turnover force, but nobody waiting on the opposite side of the ice for Vernon. Zeller is in hot pursuit. Castelluccio throwing the body on the near side glass. Now it trickles out to center ice. Shane Brennan. As Vernon trying to recapture some momentum on its side. Been a balanced game. Game really played and dominated in the neutral zone between both sides.
This is the type of game that NLV likes to play. Not so much for Vernon, or we haven't seen them play games like this season.
The team again, fans in Vernon, in their home white uniforms, averaging 6 goals a game. One of the highest scoring teams in all of New Jersey. With the leading goal scorer, Patrick Graham, he has 52 goals, including his one here tonight. Only held to with 1 goal tonight. Another shot, another save by Freericks. Line turnaround pass in front, left on the doorstep, and another big save in tight by the senior netminder, number 30, Ian Freericks.
Well, Vernon continues to generate with sustained pressure in the offensive zone, and Freericks has his work cut out for him. But you see it come out in front here. The backhand shot hits him somewhere in the midsection. He holds on and squeezes. Big save by Freericks.
31 saves for the senior here tonight. Face-off. Still in the offensive zone for Vernon. The player is knocked down. And the mass of humanity there. Puck squirts out free. Player still down on his knees behind the play. Play continues on. D'Alessandro with a 3-on-2, and that leads to the goal! Newton scores! And the Braves lead again, this time 2-1.
Amazing. We don't get the whistle for the injured player down on the other end. What does NLV do? They rush down the ice on a 3-on-1 and they bury it. Maverick Reiner, it's time to buzz the tower, and he puts it home. Look at this pass by D'Alessandro. Across the slot, beautiful finish. Bobby Orlick going across the slot there, going horizontal and burying it, putting NLV back on top 2-1.
6:53 left to go in the third. And a huge turn of events here as NLV for the second time tonight has taken a lead over the top-seeded Vernon Vikings. And now it's on for the Vikings to make a response of their own.
The volume level has gone up an octave here as well after that goal.
Menon Arena is starting to fill up. And excitement in this tail end of the Haas Cup championship game. Now a deflection in front. Great save there by Freericks. A lot of pressure out in front of him from Santeta. D'Alessandro with the assist on the goal by Reiner.
Multi-point game now for D'Alessandro.
As it goes down all the way the other way. NLV looking for another big-time goal here. And now it looks like a penalty is upcoming. It's going to be an interference call against Newton Lenape Valley. So once again, TJ, they're going to have to call on their penalty kill unit to step up big in this championship final.
And it's going to go against the goal scorer, Maverick Reiner. Slashing the stick out of the hand in the corner. And that draws the penalty.
Just over 6 minutes left to go as we take a look again at the penalty.
There's the initial contact here, and that goes clean. But then the extra shot there where you slide the stick away. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here.
So a timeout on the ice before the penalty is going to be administered, and the power play upcoming for Vernon is going to the crease board. Ray Zimmerman. Look at our past champions in this Haas Cup tournament. Last year, Park Regional bested Vernon in this championship game, so the Vikings would love nothing more than to rally of their own. Madison, Mount Olive, Park Regional winning a couple of times in this Haas Cup championship. And whoever wins this one tonight will be bringing home the cup for the first time in school history. Neither side has ever claimed the Haas Cup title. And if you're Coach Zimmerman, TJ, what are you drawing up here, and what are you telling your side that really is not used to being in this position? They only have 2 losses on the season.
Fire everything. Fire away. Everything at the cage. We want Bedlam in front of the net. Dirty goals are a good thing at this point in the game. There's 6 minutes and 1 second left. You find yourself trailing by 1 goal on the man advantage. It's time to put everything you can on the cage.
Face off won by Vernon. So they will set up this power play opportunity. Their opportunities went by the wayside in the first period. Slap shot deflected at the point by NLV. Cleared out of the zone.
More good defense there by the Braves.
Trying to connect with Graham on the near side. He's at center ice now. Bruce setting it up in the offensive end. Cross ice pass. Goes into the corner and dumped down once again by Newton Lenape Valley.
And if you're NLV, the key focus here on this penalty kill is trying to not let them sustain pressure, not let them get set up in the offensive zone. They've done a good job so far.
Leaving the puck behind, just missing glove side. Freericks makes the stop and doesn't like getting poked at after making the play. That'll stop play with 5:07 left to go in the third. Another save for number 30.
Here's a look there, and then the extra shot. Freericks gets in the face and gives a little wave.
Not happy with the poke in by Patrick Graham. Another face-off one. Bruce tried to uncork the shot quickly. Didn't get through. Bokun to the opposite side, and just roofing it high was Graham.
Pretty setup. Couldn't cash it in.
Good job of keeping it in by Bokun, but as soon as I see that, it trickles out behind him. 40 seconds left to go in the power play. Briefly, a shorthanded attempt there by Kyle Vandenberg.
Wonderful recovery by Boken there, or else he could have been off to the races.
Graham, almost like what he did in his first goal, getting past a host of defenders.
Look at NLV selling out.
Vernon trying to put together a couple of good passes, not getting the shot opportunities in the tail end of this power play.
Time for maybe one more rush here. 12 seconds on the power play.
A little over 4 minutes left to go in regulation. Coming along the near side. Now Graham takes the one-timer, just shot it wide. Penalty is over. Another successful penalty kill for NLV, but they're not out of their zone yet. As the Vikings looking for the equalizer. Falling down, leaving the puck behind. Wrist shot, blocked away, stick side. And we'll see how much now NLV's game plan is just to hunker down defensively. Centeta. Now a jarring hit delivered at the blue line by the Braves.
NLV standing up at the blue line. Nice work there. Another hit in the neutral zone.
Brennan could not get it in.
And the Braves are going to be happy to just fire the puck in.
Vernon letting that one go behind. Lochran trying to knock it down. As Graham is knocked down behind the play. No call. NLV fighting for it. Now behind the net. Leaving behind. Brennan. Long pass to Lochran. Good stick work there displayed by Vandenberg. And it caroms into the netting. Will stop play with 2:41 left to go in the third. And Newton Lenape Valley looking for not only their first win of the season against Vernon, but also looking to hoist that Haas Cup with a victory here tonight.
It's gut check time, Dan. 2 minutes, 41 seconds. Can you hang on to the 1-goal lead? And for Vernon, can you muster just enough to get one more past Freerichs?
And you have to wonder, if you're Coach Zimmerman, how much you're going to even think about taking Graham off the ice in a big, big save. The leg pads there for Freerichs, as he has been a staple on the ice for the last couple of minutes.
Everything deep for NLV.
2:15 left to go in the third period. 2-1 lead for Newton Lenape Valley over Vernon Township. Now entering into the offensive zone, leaving the puck behind. Not cleared out yet. Bokun leaving it backwards. The shot, save made by NLV. Still not out. And now almost an opportunity for a breakaway the other way for Ryan Vandenberg. He does get it out of the zone. And TJ, when, if you're Coach Zimmerman, do you start to consider pulling Bennett?
Well, you need to have possession. He's floating outside the top of the crease right now. You need to have possession. It looks like he's thinking about following the team up, but you need to have possession in the offensive zone.
1:30 left to go here in the third period. The fourth time that this matchup has existed this season. And NLV looking for their first win in the series.
Bennett's still in the cage because they can't sustain in the offensive zone. They'll try to here. He's at the hash marks.
Bokun splits the double team. Still had it with him. And now it's just sent down the other way along the near side boards. And now only 1 minute left to go in the third period. Sevian trying to clear it down the other way. Stopped. Vernon still not able to get Bennett to the bench.
Stand tall in the neutral zone if you're NLV, and if you're Vernon, try and get a successful zone entry. They come in here with Boken.
Takes it along to the near side. Looking for Graham. Graham immediately double teamed on the play.
Bennett out of the cage.
Empty net, extra skater on for Vernon. 25 seconds left to go here in the Haas Cup. Can Vernon respond with a game-tying goal late in regulation? Comes out to the point. A couple players go down to block it for NLV. Karam's over behind the net. Puck is loose. Slowly meanders outside the zone and past the blue line to center ice.
5 seconds.
One final attempt for Vernon. And time will run out. And Newton Lenape Valley are your 2017 Haas Cup champions.
Amazing effort by the Braves, taking their sword and slaying Goliath in the Haas Cup. They win it 2-1 on the shoulders of Ian Freerichs. He made 33 saves in a 45-minute game. It's amazing.
And once again, the old adage proves true that defense wins championships. And this Newton Lenape Valley side was able to shut down a Vernon Township team that averages 6 goals a game coming into this one. And they found a way to stymie them and win 2-1 in a classic contest here from Menon Arena.
Beautiful to see as they celebrate with their fans. You kind of got the feeling that this one was going to be a tightly contested game, even after the first period.
So unbelievable finish to this one after it was a back and forth game. Newton took the early lead. Vernon tied it up in the second period, and then that big goal by Reiner proved to be the difference. And the championship winner for Newton Lenape Valley here in the third period of play.
And you look at efficiency again for NLV in the third period. Only 5 shots on goal, but they get another tally on the odd man rush. D'Alessandro, the facilitator, he had a multi-point game.
So we'll have the good sportsmanship here in the final handshakes between both sides as Newton Lenape Valley is victorious and the 2017 Haas Cup champions. Stick around for much more post-game coverage here as we were treated to a great one on Verizon Fios One Sports. An exciting finish to this one in celebration for Newton Lenape Valley, the Haas Cup champions. And let's go down to Ice Rink with TJ Fiorillo, who's with our player of the game, and Ian Freerichs.
Here with Ian Freerichs, Newton Lenape Valley, the Haas Cup champions. Crazy game for you, 33 saves. What's it mean to beat the talented club of Vernon that you guys went up against here today?
Well, we lost the first couple of games, you know. Even though we tied, we still took it as a loss. Losing the MCSSIHL Cup hurt us bad, but we wanted it back, so we took the cup.
One of the big storylines coming into the game, February 4th, you guys lost 8-1 to this team. You guys remember that. You guys took that to heart. What did it mean to come back now and then prove that you belong on the same ice, that you can actually play with this team, and then you are the ones hoisting the cup at the end of the game?
It means a lot because we proved to our schools and everything that we can win. You know, losing 8-1 is a big defeat. Coming back and winning the cup, very good.
Here he wins the Haas Cup in front of family and friends. Huge victory for NLV. They win the Haas Cup. Thanks, my man. Congrats. Enjoy.
So again, the championship in the Haas Cup for the first time in history will go to Newton Lenape Valley. And the fourth time is a charm as the Braves find a way to solve Vernon in this exciting championship final here from Menon Arena. A back-and-forth game finished off with a third period flourish. And Newton Lenape Valley will host Haas Cup here tonight. This broadcast has been a presentation of Verizon Fios One Sports. Special thanks to our producer and director, Jules Jocks, as well as our tremendous Verizon Fios One Sports crew. So for my broadcast partner, TJ Fiorillo, I'm Dan Long, saying so long from Morristown.
This has been a special presentation of Verizon Fios One Sports.